Alright, so it's the moment you guys have been bugging us for. We read the comment section. We know you guys are thirsty for MR2 content. Today's the day. Hasn't been on the rack, I don't think ever actually. Well, maybe when Beckerman was test fitting wheels.
Well, just as expected, everything is ultra crusty and old in here. It's possible that some of this stuff is actually original. I don't know if any of this has been replaced. All right, so we ran into a little bit of an issue. The fake TEs fit on the rear just fine, but unfortunately they don't clear the strut on the front. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rear wheels and tires that we knew held air. Those are gonna end up on the front for now. And then we'll have those wheels on the back, which is kind of silly looking, but it is what it is.
But brought the car in, got it on the rack. We're gonna go ahead and test fit our new body parts that we picked up from Gretty yesterday, see how those work, and we're also gonna go ahead and walk around underneath the car. I've never looked underneath this thing, and I'm curious to see what kind of room is in the back of this thing, because I'm trying to come up with an idea of maybe a pretty unique motor setup for this thing. So, if you guys have any ideas or concepts of what motor you think we should put in the MR2, if we are to change the motor, leave them in the comments below. I'd like to see what you have to say. I have my own ideas and opinions of what I want to put in there. But until the 240 gets back from SOS Customs, I'm gonna get on this with Ricky, and we're gonna test fit some stuff, and we're gonna start playing with this car so we can get it back on the channel for you guys, because it seems like you guys are really interested in what we're gonna do with this thing, and you wanna see more MR2 content. So we're gonna go ahead and get cranking. I'm gonna put you on a tripod. You can tag along.
I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record.
All right, so the Gretty polyurethane front lip is now mounted up on the car. It is quite a bit more aggressive than the factory lip spoiler. I think in the front, the factory lip spoiler is probably about an inch and a half in thickness, where this one is quite thick. So as you can see the difference there, it's bringing the car down about probably 2.5 inches closer to the ground than it was originally, which is exactly why this is a cool upgrade, just because visually it makes the car look lower and a lot cooler. So pretty excited with that. The fitment's really good. Installation time, if you owned one of these and you bought one of these Gretty lips, maybe an hour. Install level of difficulty, maybe like a 3. Everything lined up really good. It's almost like an OEM part, I would say. So shout out to Gretty for making really nice fitting parts, and something that you could almost consider like an OE style replacement part, which is really cool. Top stuff. Great job, Gretty. I'm gonna move on to the side skirts now. I hear Ricky's voice in the office, so maybe he'll help me with those. We'll see. I went ahead and applied some Meguiar's Ultimate Black. Actually, a heap of Meguiar's Ultimate Black.
Which is pretty much car lotion for your black part of the car. Look at that. Anything that's rubber, dash, door panels, you name it, you just put Ultimate Black, and then
it makes it look like brand new again. Bam. Ultimate Black, probably my favorite product from Meguiar's. This and the wheel and tire cleaner. So what I did was I actually just put a load of it on there, and I just spread it around and let it soak in. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Ooh. Ooh. Dustin. Dusty. Dusty. Oh. Little R32 GTR love. I love it when Dustin rolls out. Thing sounds so nasty.
He gone.
He gone. So, yeah, so we really were just trying to put the side skirts on, but we ended up, as always,
Is that what we were doing?
blowing the car apart to put side skirts on, and this is how we roll. So, yeah, we're about there. As soon as we get one of these things popped on, we'll show you guys what they look like. Well, as with the front lip, the fitment is
This is perfect.
freaking spot on. It's not twisted, it's not warped. The holes that are drilled for mounting all line up perfectly. Wow.
Good on you, Grit. No, this is
why you pay retail
I
money.
even had a Vertex. I've installed Vertex body kits and high-end body kits, and this beats it. The fitment on this is perfect. Dead on. Even the holes, like everything lines up.
Well, that's why it was so important that we clean this, because before it was pretty much blocked off.
And it was painted.
But now we just wipe the stuff out of there.
Give him a sneak peek.
Oh. No more ultimate black. Yeah, it's a good look for sure. I even like the little bottom vent down there as well.
And then there is a little trim that goes right here. That way it hides the little
This little,
yeah, thingy-maringy that you freaking bent.
yeah, I don't know how you bent. Ooh,
That was you. Look at
I don't know how you did that. Just careless. Very careless.
that. It goes right there. Oh, it'll go right there. It's so bent.
Yeah, once we.
It's so bent that it's not even aligning.
All right, well, we're about a smidge to like the rack is actually touching the bottom of the side skirt, so we need to come down. So we're gonna have to jockey the rack around a little bit, but even with that touching, the fitment is beautiful.
Yep.
So we're gonna fix that real quick and then mount this thing up.
All right, guys. So there you have it. MR2 content. You guys keep asking, and there you go.
Oh, and then they ask again and again and again.
And they will. They will keep asking for it. Side skirt's done. Thank you, Grady. The fitment was freaking excellent. Same thing with the front lip, which I wasn't here. My boy Mickey hooked it all up. We cleaned the side vents, and what else did we do? That's it, right?
We put RX-7 wheels on it just to see.
Oh yeah, so you can get that rotary power. Ooh, they fit very well actually. 16 by 8s in the back, and we got some 14s by nothing in the front.
14 by nothing.
By nada.
Actually 14 by 6. Very impressive.
They're not.
But we did try to put the RX-7 wheels on the front. They hit the struts. So,
Boom.
as you guys probably remember, we did get some struts for this car. Some,
We got some coilovers.
yeah, we got some coilovers. So,
Yeah, I remember now.
had there been more daylight today, we probably would have slapped those on too. But we'll save that for another installment. And
Oh yeah.
we also have to button up this interior. So, we're getting there. And we've got some more parts on the way.
Jesus. What a mess.
But we have to put the dashboard back in and everything.
Yeah.
So it's always neat to play with this stuff, especially when it fits right straight out of the gate, because normally this stuff, fiberglass stuff, is it usually doesn't even come with holes in it. This was already pre-drilled, ready to go. So top-notch stuff from Greddy. If you're in the market for some Greddy stuff, you can go to store.throtl.com. We do sell all the Greddy product through our website. So if you can't remember that link, throtl.com. It's down below. You can't miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Thanks for the comments. Remember, I asked a question earlier in the video. I want to hear answers. What motor goes in this car, boys? Let's hear it.
Boom.
We'll
See you
you
guys.
next time.